Hey y'all, I wanted to tell you guys a story time. It's really creepy, but I didn't want to do my makeup and hair, so we're just on here like this, okay? So me and the ex and my daughter and her cousin went to Florida for like a week. This was like 2022, 2023 maybe. We got the very top floor at the hotel, at the hotel, but they were called suites, right? It was amazing. So we're there for like day 2, and I'm about to get in the shower, and I'm like, you know what, let me turn on this little ghost app. So I lay the phone on the bed, and I go turn on the shower water, whatever, and I'm, about to get in the shower, whatever. And the ghost app says jump. And I was like, you fucking perv. So I thought it was like a guy spirit saying jump, because like I'm about to get in the shower, jump. Okay, I don't know if you're not getting it. Okay. So I got off of that. I was like, wow. So the day goes by, right? And then we're out on the balcony that night, and I noticed, we're just going to call him the X, because that's what he is, there's like chairs, right? Because you have to smoke outside. And so he's sitting, well, we both go out there at the same time, and I sit, I don't know, kind of far from the balcony. I don't know. They're very small. You guys probably know. And he sits closest to the edge of the balcony. I'm like, what the fuck? What'd I do? He's like, nothing. I just want to look at the water. And I'm like, okay, legit. I get it. All right, legit. Because, like, when you sit that close to the railing, you can see down the beach line, right? Okay, legit. We're from Indiana. Go ahead, look, do your thing. Right, so the next day, same thing on the balcony. I notice he's sitting right up on it. I'm like, definitely he's loving this, right? So on the drive home, me and my daughter's talking about how haunted the room felt, right? And the ex-husband's like, yeah, I agree. And me and my daughter were like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like screeching tires, right? Like, what? And he's like, yeah, I agree. And I'm like, why? Why do you say that? And me and my daughter are like dialed in, everything like went silent, because like that's completely, absolutely never happened before. And he's like, yeah, well, I think so, because I kept hearing something saying to me, jump, the word jump. Now, see, I never told him what that thing said on the ghost app. I never told him that. And he didn't mention anything while he was hearing it. Y'all, he was hearing something was trying to get him to jump. That's why he was sitting so close to the balcony edge. It was trying to tell me to jump. But I was like, I mean, of course I was in the bedroom, which was right connected to the balcony for sure. I could have went out there and like, what? But yes, tell me if that's not terrifying. Listen, and then it gets better, right? So the cousin, okay, my daughter's cousin, she's like, oh my God, because she's silent the whole time. She's a very dramatic Scorpio, love her to pieces, right? Scorpio. Okay, she was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. And, they're in like, freshman year, sophomore year, right? So they're like teenagers, right? My daughter and her cousin are. So they're like, this is how they are. She's like, I kept wanting to look over the edge. On the way into the room, I'm like, oh my God, yes, I seen you doing that. She was like, yeah, I didn't know why I was doing that. I was like, stop it. Stop it. It was terrifying. So whatever spirit was in that room we kept trying to get everybody to jump off the balcony. Y'all, tell me if that ain't fucking terrifying. So, and then I'm going to do another story time for on the way home about this Florida trip. On the way home, there was a guy on his motorcycle that got decapitated on the way home. But I'm going to do that story time because it's terrifying. Took me like 2 months to like untraumatize from that. It was very, very... So I'll talk about that next time. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.